to the Junior Africa Cup that's happening here at the Devon Trusco Hockey Stadium at the heart of Windhoek High. My name is Kalembire Shipura, also known as Pinky, and I'll be your lead commentator for this game. I am accompanied by
Jason Amwama, and we are here live from the Devon Trusco Hockey Stadium at Windhoek High School for the second game of the day, Zambia versus Zimbabwe.
And this is the first time they're playing against each other here in the tournament. Day 2. Yesterday we were able to witness the Zambian women play against the Zimbabwean women, and Zimbabwe definitely dominated in that game yesterday. Will it be the same outcome today, or will the Zambian men show us some different skill?
And the Zambians did put up a good fight yesterday against the South African men. So
yes, the Zambian men did play South Africa yesterday, and it was a pretty tight game. The tempo was high. The thing about men games is the tempo is always high, the energy is always there. So I'm very excited to see what these two sides have to bring this morning.
Oh, and look at this. Zambia has 3 goalies.
Yeah, it's interesting actually.
It's interesting.
Even yesterday, the Zambian ladies had 3 goalkeepers, and I've never seen it before. Perhaps it's just how they set up their structure there in Zambia. Very close neighboring countries to each other, going head to head. The second game of the day.
Pinky, I would like to know, what do you think the scoreline is gonna be?
I think it's gonna swing. Perhaps I can give like a prediction.
Predict your prediction.
Maybe 4-2 for Zimbabwe.
I'm going with a draw.
Yeah, maybe a draw as well.
Most likely draw.
There we see that the ball is moving. See the ball there, South Africa. Quick turnover there by Zambia there. But Zimbabwe has been able to. There on your screen we have the log, and right now Zimbabwe is is number 3 and Zambia is number 6. Zimbabwe has been able to score points of 1. Zambia has lost 1 game, and that is where those two teams are positioned right now. We see that it's a free hit there for Zambia.
In case you just tuned in, you are watching the Junior Africa Cup happening right here in Namibia at the Devon Trusco Hockey Field here by Windhoek High School.
There we see some almost circle penetration there by by Zambia. There we see Zimbabwe has the ball. We see there the number 3 from Zambia has a band-aid around his head, Tembo. And that is because yesterday he got hit with the ball right across his forehead. But one thing about hockey players is they will show up and show out. It's good to see that he's there on the field despite the injury he got yesterday.
I mean, hockey is for the love of the sport, I think, or any sport. When you're in a tournament and it's day 1 and you get injured, you just have to put yourself together and be strong.
You see there Zambia pushing forward. A free hit there for Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe taking. Davis there from Zimbabwe throws the first overhead for Zimbabwe. There we see There on the screen you have the names of our officials with Martin Ziyabonga from Namibia, Liai Everson from Kenya, Reserve Umpire Johari from Malaysia. Very, very neutral umpires there. Right now it seems that both teams are having an equivalent amount of ball possession.
I mean, we are just waiting to see what the game has for us today. Because one thing about the Zambians is they are individually skilled, and so are the Zimbabweans, but we just do not know.
Here we see there's Zambia is holding the ball there at the back, trying to pull Zimbabwe outward. And there we see free hit for Zimbabwe on the line there, taken by Davis. Straight line ball there for Zimbabwe. There we see a turnover there. Zambia has been able to take the ball. Intercepted there by Zimbabwe. I must say, it seems like Zambia has a little bit more ball control than Zimbabwe. There we see the ball is out. It's a free hit for Zimbabwe on the line.
Ball position right now seems to be on the Zambian side,
Definitely.
as the Zimbabweans keep on losing ball possession. And
There once again. Ball is out. Free hit for Zimbabwe. Davis is about to take it on the line. Overhead there, picked up by Mawere from Zimbabwe. Right at the top of the circle there, we see Nkube Joseph run, but misses the ball. first circle penetration there by Zimbabwe into the Zambian circle. Perhaps this is a confidence boost for the Zimbabwean men. We're seeing a free hit there by Zambia. Intercepted there by Bernardi. Straight into the circle. And dangerous shot there, so it is a free hit for Zambia outside the circle. Beautiful skills there.
we are 8 minutes into the game, and the score is 0 for Zimbabwe and 0 for Zambia.
See another foul there. Medic is being called onto the field. There, he's able to run himself off the field. Beautiful, beautiful. I think he received the ball to the face. It's a free hit there for Zimbabwe. And it's being taken by Mare. There we see a beautiful run there by Zimbabwe. And they've secured their first penalty corner. Will it materialize into something? First time we're going to see Zimbabwe take a penalty corner. First Chaka, first penalty corner there for Zimbabwe. And it's being taken by Makudo. See, there's two castles set up there for the Zimbabweans. Drag flick there by Mawere, but he misses the goal post. Beautiful temperatures here, 21 degrees Celsius. Beautiful, beautiful temperature. The sun is not hot. The players have a great atmosphere to play in. There's Zimbabwe.
We have a 0% precipitation today and 55% humidity rate with wind speed of up to 15 kilometers per hour.
Overhead there.
So I'm just looking right now at the standings in the men's pool, and Kenya is third and Zimbabwe is fourth.
Zambia is 6 as well on the pool there.
Zambia is sixth at the bottom.
And Zimbabwe is number 3 on this pool.
So we are looking at South Africa as the first position on the standing, followed by Namibia, then Kenya, then Zimbabwe, then Egypt at fifth, and Zambia at the bottom of the standing.
Here we see their beautiful skills by the Zambian men. Great pickup there. Straight shot, shy of his player right there at the top. Great interception there by the Zimbabwean men. A bit of a miscommunication there between Mawere. Zambia's free hit, overhead. Missed opportunity there for the Zambian side. And Zimbabwe is picking it up there. Nicole. Intercepted there, right into the circle, and it is a penalty corner for the Zambian men. First penalty corner for the Zambian men. Second penalty corner for this game. We are in the first quarter of this game. Will they use it to their advantage? Will it materialize into a goal? We see that there's a one castle set up right at the top of the circle. Deflection there. Great defense there by Zimbabwe. We see, and they're able to clear it out. Here we see a run there. Intercepted there. Right at the heart of the end. Missed opportunity. Picked up once again at the top. Back stick. And it is a foul. What a quick, tense moment right there in the Zimbabwean circle. Free hit for Zimbabwe at the top of their circle. Quick replay there. Our score is still 0-0 between Zimbabwe and Zambia. Great interception there by Mutale from the Zambian side. Able to penetrate. No men from the Zambian side to pick it up. And it's a 16 for Zimbabwe.
So Zimbabwe yesterday played against Kenya and they drew 0-0.
Yes.
So Zimbabwe right now in the standings have no goals and Zambia has 3 goals.
We see there great running. The energies are rising. We see what a foul there between the two.
You can see that it's a high tempo game as the crowd is also, you can hear the crowd going wild a bit there. They're cheering on their team.
It's a free hit there by Rambahi on the Zimbabwean side, and he throws an overhead. Picked up right in the circle by Gavon. Defended very well there by the Zambian men. Great shot across, picked up by the Zimbabwean men. 3-on-1 tackle, and Zambia manages to hold on to the ball. Quick overhead there. We had 2 minutes left of the first quarter. Our score is still 0-0 between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Ball possession there, we're seeing Zambia dominating with a 55% and Zimbabwe 45% at the moment. Great interception there by Mwanza, carrying the ball. Mwanza running with the ball. We see a 2-on-1 there. He passes on over to Banda, who is one of the skilled players here. Mwanza, Banda seems to be down. Great run there by Mwanza, who is one of the skilled players from the Zambian side. A quick replay of what transpired. Really can't make sure as to what actually happened. Was a head-to-head collision there. We see there the players are trying to regroup. We're hearing some positive chants there from the Zimbabwean and Zambian ladies supporting their sides. As you can see there, the Zambian young ladies and we are back on.
This goes to show how the Zimbabweans will try outletting this ball.
Great interception there. Fortunately, it's a foul. Zimbabwe staying, taking the ball. Great ball control there. Quick and fast releases there by the Zimbabwean men. Plays it right into the Zambian men, and it's a foul. Turnover there.
Seems like the Zimbabweans' ball position actually is now better. I think this just goes to show how important the warm-up is.
A great pickup there by number 2 there, Mwanza on the Zambian side, and he passes it back to his defense to regroup. Great pickup there again. Mwanza there receives the ball. Great pickup there. We see there's a card.
It's the first card of the game.
That means Zimbabwe is short 1 man. Will Zambia take advantage of this opportunity or not? A quick overhead there. Great pickup on the line. There we see, even though they are short 1 man, Zimbabwe is pushing right into the Zambian circle at the top there. Quick interception by Zambia. Straight shot, picked up, shot, and what a shot. Unfortunately misses the goal post. Beautiful shot there by Nkube from Zimbabwe. We see there the Zambian goalkeeper telling, we see there on your screen, Mutale Isak from Zimbabwe was the one that received a green card. number 9. See there, Zimbabwe is playing wide, trying to pull Zambia outwards. Great pick up there by Davis in the middle. Another green card there, Erasmus Daniel. We see there that both teams have received green cards. Here we have Erasmus Daniel, who also received a green card. So we have 2 green cards already within the first chaka of this game. Goes to show that the umpires are not going to do too much talking with the players. And that is the end of the first chaka between these two teams. Score is still 0-0 to Zimbabwe and Zambia.
I think at the end of this chaka, Zambia wanted to actually score some goals, but unfortunately they couldn't make it. But at the beginning of the second chaka, we expect Zambia to actually put on a high court press, seeing as to they have more ball possession.
I will say that Zimbabwe definitely pushed there those last few minutes of that chaka. That was the almost goal there by Zambia. Beautiful save by the goalkeeper. Then Kube, straight shot, just shy of the inside net. Just hit the net right outside of the goal box. Beautiful, beautiful shot though. Again, if you're just tuning in, you are tuning into the Junior Africa Cup that's happening right now at the Devon Trusco Hockey Stadium, right at the heart of Winterkai, and you're watching Zambia versus Zimbabwe right now.
Game is headed into the second chaka, and we'll see which team starts off strong and which team has to hold.
We see the Zambian girls cheering for their male team. We see the Zambia is definitely doing a high press.
If you are only tuning in now, we are watching the.
What a penetration there. Zimbabwe has an opportunity to score. Will they score? Missed opportunity there by Givon from the Zimbabwean side. Zambia is able to clear that ball right out of the circle. Great interception there. Turnover once again.
At this point, it looks like the Zimbabweans have more ball possession than the Zambians, as the Zimbabweans are showing to be much more eager and hungry to score goals, although they are just not getting the ball into the net.
Definitely, you see Zimbabwe is definitely knocking at the Zambian door. Eventually that door might open if Zimbabwe doesn't switch on and click with their defense. So foul there, Zambia's ball. See our very own Siyabonga there on the screen. Here we see Zambia almost penetrates, but taken over by Zimbabwe. Turnover once again, right at the top, but Zimbabwe still manages to carry the ball. Line ball there for Zimbabwe. Turned over. You have Mwanza there from Zambia. But turned over once again there by Zimbabwe. And again turned over into the Zambian hands. But Zimbabwe is right there. We see it's a free play there for Zambia. Game is becoming a little bit physical there. The tempo is high compared to a female's game. Another penetration there by Zambia, but turned over. Great defense by Davis in his corner. What a defender. We're seeing some really good defending skills there by the young Davis, Nathan Davis.
I mean, the Zambians really do not want to lose this game, as they had lost yesterday. Their women just lost today. So they do not want to concede this game. They would want to beg it and take a double, 1 W with at least.
Free hit there for the Zimbabwean side. Davis is about to take it. We see high energies there from the Zambian ladies. Foul there. Zambia's free hit. An overhead there. Great pickup. Great pickup there by Muchacha. We see a beautiful run there by Zimbabwe. Quick 1-2 releases.
Dangerous ball.
A beautiful run there by Zambia. Unfortunately, it is a free hit for Zimbabwe. Davis takes it on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, the score is still 0-0 between Zimbabwe and Zambia. Second quarter, 10 minutes left of it. Tempos are definitely high.
In case you are just tuning in now, we're watching the Junior Africa Cup here at the Davin Trasco Hockey Stadium at Windhoek High School in Windhoek, Namibia.
We see that Zambia has secured their first penalty corner. I'm sorry, their second penalty corner. Will it materialize into something or not? Zimbabwe has not been able to secure a penalty corner as yet.
The Zimbabweans had an extra man there in the short corner. Only 4 guys can be in a short corner, including the goalie. It's 5.
So the straight shot in.
It's a
Great
retake.
Interception there by Davis. Beautiful run by him. It's unfortunately a retake. Will Zambia switch it up? They still have one Kessel set up right at the top of the D. Quick drag flick. Davis right there to receive it. Right on his knee. Again, a retake. Will his knee recover from that shot? Great save there by the Zimbabwean goalkeeper, right into his shin pads.
It's a long corner for Zambia.
Seems like we have a man down there in the Zimbabwean circle. What a missed opportunity there for Zambia. 3 retakes of a penalty corner, and they did not.
The medics go on the field right now to go assist the injured player.
We see there the Zambian ladies high in energy, supporting their male teammates.
It's always good for the team morale, for you to have someone cheering you on when you are playing a game.
Definitely. The atmosphere is great, the weather is great. Beautiful day out here, beautiful Saturday. So if you are anywhere around Windhoek and you have nothing to do with this beautiful Saturday, do come show face here at Windhoek at the Devon Trusco Hockey Stadium, just to come watch some good hockey of the Junior Africa Cup that is being hosted by Namibia. We're seeing now the game is about to pick up once again.
Because I think it goes unsaid that in almost every hockey game there has to be an injury.
Yeah, unfortunately that's the price you pay for the game.
For the love of the sport.
You see there,
wrong side of the
Kube with the ball. Releases it first onto his teammate's stick, and it is intercepted there by Zambia. A quick turnover there for Zimbabwe. There we see Stein pick it up on the line. Unfortunately, nobody there at the top to pick it up for Zimbabwe. It's a free hit in for Zambia.
It's been taken by Mansa Alex.
We see a great run there by Maimbo. Beautiful skill. Ball control there by Maimbo. But the ball has been turned over. Zimbabwe's free hit there. An overhead. You see a great pickup there by Erasmus Daniel. But the ball has been turned over and it is Zambia's ball. We see an interception there. Zimbabwe still in control of the ball. A quick jab there by
Zambia takes control of the ball.
By Maimbo. Zambia has control of the ball. Intercepted there by Nico. A quick pickup there by Zambia. Again intercepted there, right on the line. Turned over back to Zambia again.
Man, this game is just, let me give you the ball, let me give it to you. You just keep giving each other the ball, no one stays with ball possession.
The ball possession is definitely traveling between both teams.
And it's quite concerning because if you cannot hold the ball as a whole team.
Exactly. Less likely are you able to score.
Yes.
It's a free hit there for Zambia right outside the Zimbabwean circle. Will it materialize into something? Straight shot in, but it is intercepted. We have 5 minutes left of this second quarter as we're about to go into halftime, and the score is 0-0 between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Free hit there for Zimbabwe by Ramabai. Quick interception there by Banda, Richard. The commitment of these boys to the ball, diving for the ball, pretty exceptional. Great shot there down the line. Unfortunately, misses Bernardi's stick, and it is a free hit there for Zambia.
And the ball is overturned. It is Zimbabwe's now ball right now, and as we see on the screen,
Zimbabwe has had 4 shots on target and then 7 penetrations into the Zambian circle, while Zambia has had 5 penetrations into the Zimbabwean circle. Ball possession is in Zambia's favor there, 52%. Shot on target, missed, and it is a goal. Beautiful goal there.
The Zambians have been looking to penetrate that circle and score, and finally they've done it.
What a beautiful shot. What a beautiful execution. Beautiful, beautiful goal there by Zambia. By see the highlight there, short on target there by Banda Richard. What a beautiful goal, beautiful run.
Looked like the ball deflected off the goalkeeper's
Pads,
pads
yes.
and into the goal.
Right now that gives us the score of 1 to Zambia and 0 to Zimbabwe as we are about to round off this first half of the game. We see there now Zambia has built up some confidence and they are putting some pressure on the Zimbabwean circle. Great interception there. Beautiful cut off there by Maimbo. His ball possession penetrates the circle, inside the circle, and
it's a long corner for Zambia. Zambia is looking for that second goal right now. They want to get in there and they want to score the second goal of the day.
see the long corner for Zambia. Quick 1-2, beautiful execution. Defended very well there by Zimbabwe. There you see the captain of the Zimbabwean side. Great pickup there in the circle. Beautiful defense, beautiful confidence from the goalkeeper to go head on against the player.
It goes to say the goalkeeper has and does play for the national team of... No, sorry.
There we see some turnover there from the Zambian side. Great pick up there by Davis. Turned over right back into the Zambian hands. Beautiful turnaround there by Banda Richard. Definitely showing his exceptional skills, as he's one of the players on the Zambian side that has played a good amount of hockey from the chat that I had with the team manager earlier on. We see there Zimbabwe has ball control, intercepted very well there. Unfortunately, he was on the ground when he stopped the ball, so free hit there for Zimbabwe. Davis throws an overhead, and it is intercepted there by Zambia. Looking for the lineman there. Intercepted by Zimbabwe. You see the Zimbabwean captain.
It's a mere few seconds left of the second quarter before we head to halftime.
You see there Zambia is taking a moment to recollect at the back. You see there Zambia knocking once again at the Zimbabwean door, straight into the circle. Big stick. And it is a penalty corner. We see there Zambia is having their first penalty stroke, one-on-one.
It's quite interesting to see the first penalty stroke for the day.
First penalty stroke for the day. Zambia has an opportunity to score, and he misses it. What a rare moment, rare occasion there. Will it ever come again? We don't know. But Zambia definitely had an opportunity there that they missed. We see there Zambia has control of the ball once again, with just a few seconds left in the second chaka and the first half of this game. Davis plays it right into his opponent's foot, and he has a free hit there. The energies are high. Overhead there. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the first half of this game. What an intense chaka. What an interesting turnout. You see the number 11 from the Zambian side, Jerry George, the captain, beating himself down for that missed opportunity on that penalty stroke.
It goes to say the Zambian men have more ball possession than the Zimbabweans, so obviously a goal was expected, but the Zimbabweans seem to have tried to take a few shots on the Zambians. So
yes, definitely the second chaka, Zambia dominated with ball possession, with penetration. So that was definitely a good depiction of hockey there from the young men.
we will only get to know if the Zimbabweans will score the next chaka.
There we see the opportunities that the Zimbabwean side had to score. See there's some highlights there. So Zimbabwe had an opportunity. There we see great skills from the Zambian goalkeeper, who is very, very well acquainted with playing at an international level. We see there beautiful shot that was taken, leading the Zambian team with the score that they have right now. Beautiful, beautiful goal by Banda Richards, what a goal. Great execution, power. He literally threw his body there. There you see the penalty stroke that the captain from the Zambian side missed. Definitely he's going to be beating himself down for that opportunity, because it's definitely a rare occasion. Always a rare occasion to get a penalty stroke.
And it's much more rare to hit
A pole,
ball.
exactly. So unfortunately there for the Zambian side. Ladies and gentlemen, there you see on your screen some highlights. Energies are picking up here.
That was an injury that we had earlier on.
See, the energies are picking up here at the field. Zimbabwean ladies amping up their teammates. Zambian ladies amping up their teammates as well. You can see in this game that the men are throwing themselves at the ball. There's a lot of tossing and falling.
I mean, it's basically battle of the Zets, if you get it.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll get to see which country is much more skilled and which country is stronger than the other country, between Zimbabwe and Zambia on day 2 of the Junior Africa Cup tournament, being held here by the Davis Astro Field here at Windhoek High School.
Although I will say I am very, very much impressed by the Zambian side. The skill, the tempo, and the turnovers they're managing to get. You know, I really thought they would be the underdogs today, but they are definitely proving me wrong in this game. There on your screen we have the halftime statistics. Zambia leading with 1 goal, Zimbabwe 0. Shots on target, 2 for Zambia, 4 for Zimbabwe. 9 circle penetrations for Zambia, 8 for Zimbabwe. 52% ball possession for Zambia and 48% for Zimbabwe. 3 penalty corners for Zambia, 1 for Zimbabwe. And we have 1 yellow card for Zambia, 1 green card for Zambia, 1 green card for Zimbabwe. So as you can see, like I said earlier, the umpires are handing out the cards, which is usually an indication that they're not going to be doing too much talking with the players on the field.
It also goes to show that 3 penalty corners from Zambia, and they only scored
1 field goal.
1 field goal. None from the PLCs. So it goes to show that they really need to work on their penalty corners. Considering that they have more possession, you'd expect Zambia to have more shots than Zimbabwe, but Zimbabwe has more shots than Zambia.
It is to say that the Zambian goalkeeper, he is a very skilled goalkeeper, because 4 shots on target, none have materialized into a goal for Zimbabwe. So that's definitely an advantage there for the Zambian men.
I mean, the goalkeeper has national team experience.
Yeah.
So it's to be expected for him to block all those balls.
We will be back shortly with the second half of the game. Stay tuned, viewers at home.
Behind every victory, there's a story. Behind every loss, a battle. This isn't just about the highlights, the trophies, or the roars of the crowd. It's about what happens behind the scenes, under immense pressure and in the shadows that few ever see. It's about uncovering the truths buried beneath the surface. This is Sport Uncovered, where we go beyond the headlines to reveal the hidden and untold stories of Namibian sport. This is not just about the athletes. Behind every performance, there is a system. Decisions are made by coaches, managers, owners, and administrators. These choices don't just influence games, they shape careers, shatter dreams, and define the future of the sport itself. Sport Uncovered digs deeper. We expose what happens behind closed doors, the challenges faced, and the dynamics that can make or break the game. This is about more than what happens on the field. It's about why sport happens and sometimes why it doesn't. No story is too small, no stone is left unturned. Sport Uncovered, where every move matters and every story counts.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of this game between Zambia versus Zimbabwe. Zambia leading with 1, Zimbabwe no. Will Zimbabwe bring some different energy to this third quarter in the second half or not?
If you just tuned in, you are watching the live game at the Trasco Hockey Stadium at Windhoek High School. If you have nothing to do at home, please do pop by and come support hockey.
Some junior hockey from Africa taking part here. We can see there Zambia, beautiful run there by Zimbabwe. We are officially now in the second half of this game. Zambia has been dominating most of this game. We'll see if Zimbabwe will show us something different. There we see a good run there by Zimbabwe, ready to penetrate inside the circle, and it is a goal. Beautiful goal there for Zimbabwe. And surely the team talk from the first half has yielded some results. Their beautiful goal there by Chaya Memory. So by blows. Beautiful, beautiful goal there by Gavon, bringing the score to 1-1.
So the Zimbabweans have been looking for that goal, considering that they have more shots on goal and more circle penetrations than the Zambians, so it was expected from the Zimbabweans to actually score a goal looking at the stats of the game.
We have a free hit there for Zambia on the line. Great pick up there. We see beautiful skills there by Jerry George, the captain of the Zambian side. Foul there picked up by Zimbabwe. Quick overhead. Beautiful pick up there by Maware. But it's turned over there by Zambia, and Mwanza Alex carrying the ball. Mwanza Alex on the ball. Throws it overhead there. Picked up, and it is Zimbabwe's free play. They turned over there, and it's Zambia's ball. Beautiful tackle there. Zambia still maintains the ball. Beautiful run there by Rambai. Great defense there. Zimbabwe has the ball now.
Well, that was a lazy pass. In a high-intensive game like this, you cannot afford any mistakes, as they might result.
Great interception there. Unfortunately, foul for the Zambians. Here we see it's a free hit there for Zimbabwe. Plays it back into his defense. Attempted overhead there. We see a run there.
Zambia would want. Oh, that
Beautiful
was
ball control there by Jere George, captain of the Zambian team.
That was a dangerous position to put yourself in for the forward, for Zimbabwe's forward. Could have resulted in another injury.
Definitely. We see the really hard release there, but intercepted by Govan, the scorer of the goal for the Zimbabwean side. Quick pick up there by Rambai. Straight into the circle. Misses his teammate's stick.
And it's a 16 for Zambia. We are 10 minutes into the third chaka. The scoreline is Zambia 1, Zimbabwe 1.
Quick pick up there for Zimbabwe on the line. I see Zimbabwe is definitely penetrating the Zambian circle way more in this chaka than the last two. And there you have a penalty corner, first penalty corner for Zimbabwe in this whole game. If I'm not mistaken, will it materialize or not? You see there the captain trying to dispute it there with the umpire, inquire as to what warranted the penalty corner.
I think it's because the umpire first showed that it's Zimbabwe's ball, then upgraded to a short corner.
We'll see if Zimbabwe will make anything of this opportunity. They have one castle set up right at the top of the circle and drag right into the player's leg. Missed opportunity there to score. Zambia still in control of the ball. There seems to be confusion there between the players. Quick overhead there from Zimbabwe.
Umpires need to take control of the game, as it is intensive and game motion is very high between the two Z's.
Great defense there from Zambia, leading into a long corner there for Zimbabwe. Quick again, penetration into the circle. Goalkeeper dives for the ball. Beautiful save there. Free hit there for Zambia right outside of their circle. The goalkeeper seems free hit there for Zambia outside their circle.
I mean, whenever you hear the whistle go, you think it's a card, especially when it is at the tone of the whistle, which our very own Siabonga Martins just gave now.
Beautiful ball skill there by Mutale from the Zambian side, cleared by the Zimbabwean goalkeeper. Quick interception there by Tinashe from the Zimbabwean side. Quick interception once again there by Mwanza Alex on the Zambian side. As you can see right now, the ball is moving as a tit for tat between the two teams. Zimbabwe has the ball.
Warnings are flying in this game for the stick tackles and the pushing back of the ball. If it's not your ball, don't touch it or else you'll get a card. I think the final warnings have gone and cards will start flying now.
There we see breaks through 3 players from Zimbabwe. Beautiful run there by a take. We see a potential card there. A yellow card there for number 5, Muchacha Takunda, and it is an immediate penalty corner there for Zambia.
Will Zambia use it to their advantage? 1 man down for Zimbabwe.
Well, Zambia used this opportunity to up their score. They have one castle set up right at the top of the circle. Unfortunately, that did not materialize. We see there Zimbabwe quickly tried to take it, but Zambia is right there to receive it and turn it over. Intercepted again at the top of the circle. Turned over again there by Zambia. Pushes through.
Oh, look at the aerial skills in this game are insane.
There we see.
So the yellow card, as you see it on your screen, was given to number 5, Muchacha Takunda from Zimbabwe.
Zambia right now has an advantage because Zimbabwe shot 1 man. Beautiful skill there by the captain from Zimbabwe. Ball controlling there in the air, and it turned over there to Zambia. We see there number 4, Banda Richard. Skills. Long corner there for Zambia. Outside the circle there, free hit for Zambia. Straight into the D.
As you can see in this game, Zambia doesn't really believe in recycling the ball, taking the ball around and using the other channel from left to right. They will just go through the mid and they will hope for the best.
Beautiful run there. Oh, his teammate there was looking for Bernardi, who was too far out for that ball. That's a 16 there for Zambia. And it is taken by Mwanza Alex. We have just under 5 minutes in this third quarter. There you see the Zambian girls cheering on their team. Beautiful pressure there. Zambia is definitely applying pressure at the top of the Zimbabwean circle. Beautiful counter there by number 16, Makudo from the Zimbabwean side. There we see Tinashe
As you see this game,
taking the ball there on the line, passes it to Davis.
both teams are very skilled. And it's another card.
You see there was a body shove there. Another card. A yellow card there for Tagwire Abraham from the Zambian side. You see how he threw his body right into Davis deliberately, and that is what warranted the yellow card.
Now both teams are one man down, but Zimbabwe's man is about to come back on now. Will Zimbabwe
Beautiful ball
capitalize?
control there by Mwanza.
So the yellow card is right there on your screen. It was given to Tangweri Abraham from Zambia.
There Davis throws a direct overhead into the Zambian circle, but Zambia manages to steal the ball. Beautiful run there by Banda Richard. Very skilled young man on the Zambian side. Contesting there, but that was a clean tackle there from the Zimbabwean side. Nothing for the umpire to blow.
I mean, at this point, it's only game motion. The game motion is high in this game. So the umpires have to try and control the game and keep the game as calm as possible.
Turnover there. Beautiful back stick there. Unfortunately misses his teammate's stick up front. You see Davis picking it up there for his team on the line. If you're just tuning in right now, you're watching the Junior Africa Cup hosted right here in the capital city of Namibia, Windhoek, and you're watching Zimbabwe versus Zambia. And the score is 1-1. The tension is high between the teams. As we get ready to go into the fourth and final chaka of this game, tensions are rising high.
The biggest question right now is, will Zambia score or will Zimbabwe score, and what will the score be? If they don't score, then the game will end in a draw 1-1, which will be quite baffling to see in this tournament.
Oh, missed opportunity there. A little bit lack of ball control by Maimbo on the Zambian side. Great pick up there. Intercepted very, very fast by Zambia. Kalunga from Zambia running with the ball there on the line. Straight shot into the circle. Again, another missed opportunity there. Banda Richard there, fouled.
He was blown for obstruction by the umpires here, Bonga Marquez.
So free hit there for Zimbabwe, intercepted again by Banda. Beautiful, skilled young man there. Throws an overhead right into the D. And that is the end of the third chaka in the second half of this game. Tensions definitely high. Energies are high between the two teams. And the score is 1-1.
We witnessed 2 yellow cards being given out in this third chaka.
And like we said, the umpires are definitely dishing out the the cards, meaning they are not here to chit-chat with the players. They are here for business. We're getting ready to go into the fourth and final chaka of this game. If they do end up in a draw,
I mean, this fourth chaka, this coming chaka.
there we see the highlight of that beautiful goal, beautiful commitment there, beautiful dive there by Govan, who gave his all for that goal. Quick save there by the goalkeeper.
In the fourth chaka, we will witness Zambia or Zimbabwe pressing each other. It will be much more physical and much more high tempo. The tempos will now increase as to what it has been throughout the entire game.
Definitely, if it ends in a draw, the captain from Zambia, Jare George, who had an opportunity to one-up his team's goal, might beat himself for missing that penalty stroke that they had earlier on in the second chaka right before halftime. You see there some highlights. The boys are definitely throwing their body on the line here. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're tuning in, you are watching Junior Africa Cup here, taking place in Namibia. Zambia versus Zimbabwe. Score is 1-1. There you see the skilled banda from Zambia. There's definitely a lot of hand raising, a lot of falling, a lot of inquiring.
The game intensity has just increased to 100% right now, because it is the final chaka and the scoreline is 1-1 between Zimbabwe and Namibia. Zimbabwe and Zambia.
There we see some highlights of what transpired. Free hit there for Zimbabwe in their back. Definitely these two teams are fighting to get a lead, because at the end of the tournament, goal difference is what matters. There we see a really nice counter attack there, but saved at the top. Again, turned over into Zimbabwe's hands, right into the circle. Goalkeeper saves it. Beautiful, beautiful, calm save there by Mwanza Jeremiah from the Zambian side. Zimbabwe still has control there. And you see there, Amos from Zambia manages to hold the ball. It's a free hit there for Zambia at the top of their circle.
It's supposed to say the intensity is high. The game is now much more physical, as both teams try to get one up against the other.
There we see right into Banda's stick from Mwanza. Fun fact is we have two Mwanzas on the field, the Mwanza brothers from the Zambian side, who play often there in Zambia. Beautiful control there from the Zambian men. Plays it right into the foot. Advantage played. Quick pick up there by number 11 there from the Zimbabwean side, right into the circle, and it's a straight shot. What a beautiful goal. And unfortunately, it is not counted. What a shot.
Shows that Zimbabwe is actually looking for those goals.
What a great opportunity there for Zimbabwe, and an unfortunate turnout. There we see Davis running on the line with the ball.
We are currently 11 minutes into the fourth and final chaka.
Intercepted there by the skilled a quick chat there with the goalkeeper from the umpire to tell him to not go for the men but go for the ball. Overhead there by Davis. Pick up there by the young man. That's Ibaya. Missed opportunity there by Zimbabwe once again.
And Zimbabwe tries again to score a goal. At this point, Zimbabwe might just get what they are looking for, which is a goal.
There we see a free hit right at the top. Intercepted there. Turned over there into the Zimbabwean hands. Tries to play it right into the flat stick. And it's a free hit there for Zimbabwe. We're not really seeing much of the Zimbabwean captain in this game. We see there penetration there by Zimbabwe, but the ball is out. Long corner there for Zimbabwe.
If you are only tuning in right now, you are watching the Junior Africa Cup.
Quick penetration there. We see there Erasmus passes it to his captain. Then we see Ramabai passes it, and then intercepted, sent right to the front. There we see right into the Zimbabwean stick. The tempo is definitely high on this game. The thirst for the lead is on. Beautiful run there by Steinman. Free hit there for Zambia. Looking to penetrate the Zimbabwean circle, but Zimbabwe is holding down its fort. Straight into the circle. Beautiful skill there. Free ball. Missed opportunity there. Again into the stick. And it is a free hit for Zimbabwe. There was a stick tackle there. Another missed opportunity by Zambia. We are in the fourth and final quarter of this game. The score is 1-1. Quick interception there by Steinman. Turned over.
Zambia is knocking by Zimbabwe's door, and Zambia wants the door to be open. They want that goal.
We see there great defense, beautiful save there by the goalkeeper. Right, it's a out ball there. It's going to be a line ball for Zimbabwe. A nice run there by Mawere from Zimbabwe.
And it's a long corner for Zambia. It's for Zimbabwe.
There we see a free hit there for Zambia. Okay. Beautiful jab there by Banda from the back. Zimbabwe still manages to hold on to the ball. Free hit there for Zambia on the line. Beautiful release there into Banda's stick. Beautiful skill. Back stick right into the D. And it is turned over into the Zimbabweans' hands. Umpire calling the ball to the back.
We are into the fourth quarter of the Junior Africa Cup, Zambia versus Zimbabwe. And it's 6 minutes and 31 seconds left of this fourth and final chaka of this game. The score is still 1-1.
Free ball there for Zimbabwe. An attempted overhead there failed from the Zimbabwean side. Great pickup there. Beautiful run there by Tagwirai Abraham from Zambia. So it's going to be a pickup free hit there at the top of the Zimbabwean circle. Straight shot into the D, right into the Zimbabwean stick. Zimbabweans kept in there. Turned over once again. Umpire is calling for the ball to start at a stationary position. Missed opportunity there by Zambia. Ball rolled right out of the field. We see Zambia is definitely applying pressure there into the circle. Definitely pressure coming from the Zambian side onto the Zimbabwean side. Right into the circle, picked up right at the top by Ramabai from Zimbabwe. And he's holding on to the ball. Beautiful ball skill there, ball control, and he manages to hold on to it. Zambia has turned it over once again. Connects to Banda's stick. Right there at the top of the circle. It's a foul. Ball for hits it right in. And beautiful ball skill there by Banda.
It's a short corner for obstruction.
For obstruction of play there. Short corner. Will Zambia use this opportunity with 4 minutes left of the game to win this game? They definitely want this win. Right there, as you see the obstruction. You see there we have one castle set up right at the top of the circle. There seems to be a little bit of a mishap there. Zambia couldn't get the ball onto the stick, and Zimbabwe there with a run already. He goes for the foot. There's a foul right at the top of the circle for Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe kept in there. Tension is definitely running high with only 3 minutes left of this game.
I mean, the tension will be high. The scoreline is 1-1 between Zambia and Zimbabwe.
Beautiful
with
interception
only
there.
3 minutes left to the fourth quarter.
Free hit there for Zambia. A quick overhead
failed attempt to overhead in the right direction.
Another free hit there again for Zambia, right on the line.
Oh,
Mwanza.
those are pretty good aerial skills we are being shown there.
Beautiful skills there by Mwanza there. Right into the shot. Intercepted at the top there. Beautiful defense by Zimbabwe. Beautiful ball skills there. And a long corner there for Zambia. Just a few minutes before this game ends. Another penetration intercepted. There we see close opportunity there for Zimbabwe, but Zambia is right there to take the ball back. I see that in this chaka, Zambia has definitely been in the quarter of the Zimbabwean side, but Zimbabwe is definitely holding down their defense line.
The Zambians are knocking for that second goal so that they can win this game.
There you see the captain there from Zambia running. There you see one of the Mwanza brothers, Jeremiah, passes it right into the circle and misses Banda's stick. It's a free hit, 16 for Zimbabwe. Overhead there. Beautiful defense.
If you're only tuning in now, you're watching the Junior Africa Cup happening here at the Davin Trusco Astrofield here by Windhoek High School. There is 1 minute left to this chaka.
What a missed opportunity there by number 11 from Zimbabwe. Dangerous back stick.
There's 1 minute left to this chaka. Zimbabwe versus Zambia.
There's a free hit there for Zambia right out of their circle. Intercepted there by Zimbabwe. 2-on-1 there, and he manages to break through. Beautiful run there by Makudo. Opportunity there for Zimbabwe to score. Great save there by the goalkeeper, who manages to get it again back into the circle. And
what a
Zimbabwe
goal!
has knocked and scored there. Beautiful goal by Makudo, number 16 from Zimbabwe. And right at the finish line, Zimbabwe has secured a win.
Talk about a last minute goal.
What a goal. What a build-up. What an execution right there.
Talk about a last minute goal right there.
You see them run.
Time is up.
Just 8 seconds left on the clock. We see the captain there contesting with the umpire.
The captain wants to say it's not a goal. Ball came from outside the circle.
Umpire Siyabonga is not having it and is about to give him a card. You see there Jerry George trying to contest that goal. Unfortunately, time is up and Zimbabwe has secured a win in this tournament. Their first win
Of the tournament.
What a game. What an ending to a game. There you see the score, full time, 2 to Zimbabwe, 1 to Zambia. A game that was definitely dominated by Zambia, but Zimbabwe said, we are taking this opportunity. Beautiful, beautiful game to watch, definitely. What do you say, Jason?
it was a it was a intensive final chaka. So we saw Zambia pushing through Zimbabwe's circle couple of times. They
There
tried.
we see the highlights of the last goal that secures um, Zimbabwe's win.
We did say that in the final chaka we'll see Zambia try to score so they can secure the win, but unfortunately they just couldn't.
He actually did touch the ball. So that is
Yes.
definitely a solid goal. You see there the team is taking around the field there to celebrate their first win in the tournament. You see the Zimbabwean ladies right there cheering on their teammates, carrying the flag high. If you're anywhere in Windhoek, I want to extend an invitation to you to come to Windhoek High here at the Trustco Devon Hockey Stadium to witness some great young, skilled under 21 juniors playing for this Junior Africa Cup right here.
It was a very hectic game that between Zimbabwe and Zambia, but unfortunately,
You're seeing some
Zambia did not make
See-
use of their penalty
Definitely.
stroke. They had a penalty stroke, and
and the
the
captain
captain-
is definitely gonna, beat himself up for that opportunity, because what a missed opportunity, what a missed chance to have possibly drew again 2-2 had they scored that penalty stroke.
I guess it's
There you see some highlights on your screen of that last and final goal, touched swiftly by Makudo, who literally dedicated his whole body to that ball and dived for it.
anyways. It is day 2 of the Junior Africa Cup. Just finished our second game. First game was between South Africa and Zambia, where South Africa dominated Zambia. If you're looking at the screen here, we are having the stats from the game. Zambia against Zimbabwe goals. Zambia has 1, Zimbabwe has 2 shots. Zambia has 3, Zimbabwe has 7 circle penetrations. They both have 21 circle penetrations. In possession, Zambia has 51% possession and Zimbabwe has 48%, with 5 penalty corners to Zambia and 2 to Zimbabwe. Zambia has 2 yellow cards and 1 green, while Zimbabwe only has 1 green and 1 yellow card. Looking at this just goes to show that 21 circle penetrations from both teams and only 2 goals from Zimbabwe and 1 goal from Zambia.